Good morning and welcome to the Shielded Prepper. And what a day it is. So much news is happening right now, and I have two great articles for you this morning. One is connected to the SVB Bank, the Silicon Valley Bank, and what's going to be happening here as this goes out. We heard all of the news. Number two, out of CNN, we're talking about what goes up must come down, and all of the rain and the snow in California. It's crazy. And we're going to talk about that too. Let's get into it. Good morning, everybody. Let's talk about the SVB Bank. This was getting headlines all day yesterday. It was all over YouTube. I mean, it was like I couldn't even turn it on without seeing somebody updating on this. And this is very important. This is not what the media is reporting in its whole scope. There's a lot of information coming out about how important and how catastrophic this situation is for two reasons. One, you can go research all the details on the whys, yet here's what's going to be a result of this failure of this big bank in the tech industry. And if you know the technology industry, it is high cost for everything. The labor costs are high, the R&D and innovation is high, all of the trademarking and the facilities and the servers and all of the management of this is massive. It's massive. And the number one problem right now is the bank's large deposits. These are not normal community credit union type banking relationships. These are high value deposits, way above what the FDIC will insure. And this is a huge problem. Number one, I used to own businesses. I had over 80 employees at one time. And if you are a day late or $1 short on your payroll, they're going to explode. We talked about this yesterday with the dogs and why these CEOs are trying to find new ways to protect themselves because they see what's coming. And if they have to lay people off that are making a lot of money and they have a lot of dependents, it's going to be catastrophic. And that's the number one reason why this is so uncomfortable for SVB is the size of the deposits. Businesses cannot wait weeks to get access to their funds to meet payroll and office expenses. This could lead to furloughs and layoffs. Number one, the banks can't, if they can't pay for their employees, you got to let them go. You can't ask them to work for free. Not going to happen. This is a big deal. We have to be watching this very closely because truly, Mint put this out just talking about the two main reasons. Number one was the size of the deposits and why this could lead to furloughs. Number two, they're trying to tell us this is not like 2008. Is this a sign that 2008 could repeat? At the moment, no, they say. And experts don't expect there to be any issues with this spreading to the broader banking sector. This is not okay. This is going to spread to the broader banking sector. Whatever they're saying, turn it upside down. They know what's coming. They know. I feel badly for the people that are, the employees that are banking there. This is really going to be highly uncomfortable. And California is just getting hit left and right. So one, their finances just got hit in a certain sector, and this could have trickled down. And number two, what goes up must come down. We're following this. We've been talking about the snow in California, the catastrophe that it is, the danger and the death toll that is going to continue to rise potentially. And then I got a great story from a buddy of mine who lives in Arrowhead. I talked to him the other day. It was super interesting. I'm going to share that with you towards the end. Out of CNN, 2 dead and nearly 10,000 under evacuation orders. They're ordered to evacuate. They are not going to have an option. And if they stay in their home, it's at their own risk. Yet nearly 10,000 are under evacuation orders right now. The state of emergency declaration requested by Governor Gavin Newsom Thursday night has been approved by President Joe Biden, clearing the way for financial help in responding to the storm's onslaught and recovery. Jeff Borden, I don't know, what is he? Our president. Where was the president approving aid and help for East Palestine that had little to no support? And really still to this day, it's just, it's such a huge deal there. And our president wasn't Johnny on the spot for them, yet here Gavin picks up the phone. Boom, you got it. 25 million people are under flood alerts. This is all of the valleys is where the people live. This is where the people live. 25 million. That's a lot. 25,000 were without electricity. And some isolated areas of the state have received more than a foot of rain. 1 inch of rain is equivalent to 12 inches of snow, plus or minus 10 to 12 inches of snow. That's massive. And rain, it doesn't sit there like snow and slowly melt. It's got to go someplace right away, which is really why this is super dangerous. Residents in many California mountain communities remain trapped still by the snow from back-to-back winter storms, and another one, not this one, another one is right behind us. An atmospheric river is expected to impact the region early next week again. It's not stopping for California. This is going to be pound after pound after pound, and they're not set up for this stuff. Caltrans has about 4,000 crew members working 12-hour shifts during this weather event. Okay, so here's one of the details I wanted to tell you. So I was talking to my buddy up in Lake Arrowhead, and he said they were having rescue helicopters coming in because some people are really in bad shape. California gave 3, so Governor Newsom issued 3 California-owned helicopters, rescue helicopters coming in and out of there. 10 were private individuals that lived on the mountain that gave their helicopters. So very wealthy people said, go. They didn't charge them anything. Here's the fuel. Here's the pilot. Here's the helicopter. Get them what they need. I mean, that's huge generosity, and that comes from the wealthy. So all of us haters, or any of you out there that have been hating on wealthy people having airplanes and helicopters when it really counts, and 10 of them step up, that's pretty awesome. 3 was the state of California, and only 2 were National Guard. 10 were from the citizens. We must protect ourselves. We cannot count on the government to come save us. They're going to sprinkle it. Only the worst will get saved. So the community had to step up. So great job, Arrowhead, and whoever that was. I mean, it's just awesome to hear that. Part of the Sierra Nevada above 8,000 feet could get 8 feet of snow. It all has to come down. California went from the worst drought in 1,200 years to no drought. And now they've got a water issue. They got too much. Careful what you ask for. As of Friday, 34 of California's 58 counties are under states of emergency issued by the governor. The storms, due to the previous storms and this week's severe weather threat, 38, I mean, this is 75% or 60% of the entire state. About 700 residents in Squall, California, located in the Santa Cruz County, are trapped. Right now, this morning, are trapped after a pipe failure. So some big thing washed out all of their roads, and they can't get out. And they're isolated until the new roads can be prepared, which could take days. And they're getting tons of water. They're not going to be repairing this. They're going to be mitigating risk and helping alleviate things down line. We must take accountability for ourselves. We must. Choose it today. Begin to pray and humble yourself and go to the Father and ask for wisdom, that he gives you eyes that can perceive danger so we can hide ourselves and protect ourselves. So this morning, in the name of Jesus and the power that comes with those that are prepared and not scared, I bless you. The Shielded Prepper is out. Have a great day. Have a great day, guys.